Hiya, I'm Carol and I am creating my first YouTube clip for my sewing channel. I call the things I make Sew Carol, that is my brand, because it's a play on words from a song in the 70s when I was growing up. When I was a child, my name was Carol, and Oh Carol was a song that everybody used to sing to me, and I really didn't like it. But my husband knows that, and when I was trying to think of something to put on the labels of my clothes, he said, how about Sew Carol, but do Essa Carol. So that's why I called my name. Why am I starting a channel? Because I want to stop boring my family with all my sewing talk. I don't have any real sewing friends that I can show things to or talk about all my problems and all my errors, but I have been chatting a lot online to various YouTubers, and they've encouraged me to finally pluck up the courage and do this. I love the big full. I love big full patterns. I think I'm probably the only one in the UK that seems to. I have probably about 500 patterns, mainly gathered from free out of the sewing machine subscriptions. But I just love them. They do fit me. They seem to fit me without too much alteration, and I'm not very good at altering patterns. So I'm just very lucky, and I think I grew up sewing with those instructions, so I don't find them too difficult. Sewing inspiration. What's my sewing inspiration? Well, when I was about 8, I had these books given to me, and one of the very first things I made, I think when I was about 8, was this hedgehog. And funnily enough, I still have him and I still use him in this awful 70s coloured felt. I made him and I still use him, and if I lost him I'd be devastated. But I loved these books. These books were my world. I'm not sure I certainly didn't make that on the front or anything, but it was this one and this one. I still have them, as you can see, and I just loved them. When I was going through looking for these books, another book I found was this one. I don't know if any of you have got it, but it's just brilliant. In fact, yeah, we all did that at school, so that was great. I've been sewing all my life, obviously. I started wearing clothes with pride, I think, and not shame, I would say. If I made something before, I would be a little bit afraid of wearing it because it would have handmade written all over it. But after watching Viv Mum sews, I think I started watching her back in 2018, and she just inspired me to change my wardrobe to me made as best I could, and just wear your stuff. You've put the time into it to make it, so just wear it. So that's what I started doing, and I think now I've probably got about 80% of my wardrobe is homemade. I don't do jeans, I don't do jumpers, and fitness wear I'm too scared of in case something happens when I'm out running on a road or cycling and it falls apart, so I don't use that. I'm certainly not an expert. I have a massive tendency to bodge things just to get them done. Yeah, I wish sometimes I could take a bit more care, but I get stuff done. I've decided I take longer to decide the length of trousers and skirts and garments than actually sew the whole garment itself. I can make a pair of trousers in no time, and then when it comes to deciding how long and short I want it to be, it takes forever. Do I go this height, but never mind. So yeah, that's my other problem. I dread lining. That is my thing. I absolutely dread it. I'm scared of lining. I think that it goes back to where I made a jacket once and I thought, oh, I'll try and put my lining to go inside it, and I wasn't following instructions, had no idea, and it was just dreadful. So that's what I hate. So what did I make? What sort of things did I make? Right, so last week I made a wrap dress. Now it was this wrap dress. I made it much shorter. I sew it on a channel reviewed. It looks fantastic on my mannequin. It doesn't look so good on me because unless I have a plethora of safety pins, you name it, all over it. I probably may wear it, maybe as a beach cover up, I'm not so sure. So that's what I made. I will try and put a photo at the end, don't quite know how to do that, but I'm going to try and do that. What else did I make? Well, I did make these linen trousers. I have made this pattern, ignore that bit because that's not in the pattern, but I've made these about 8 times. I love them. It's a fantastic pattern. It comes together so quickly, and it's this one. New Look 6517. Sounds right. And I normally make this view here. They're just brilliant to make. They seem to fit me. I don't seem to have a problem. I've got lots of them in linen. The only thing I do is I add a tie on the front. I don't know why. I just think it looks just a little bit. It's got a nice flat front waistband, but I just like the tie. And the tie I have copied from this pattern here. It's got a tie front, and I've literally just traced off that and used it many times just as the tie on the front of those. So I am really pleased with those, and I've got many colours. So quick to make. I've still got threads everywhere on it. There we go. Another thing I made was, now this is for my grandson. I made him another pair of dungarees. Now ignore the girly picture there, but I always make this for him. He's now, I've got 2 grandsons, but this is the one I've used for the younger one. He's now 18 months. I've made it from extra small going all the way up. So I made that for him this week. I'll try and put a picture of that, and again, it's really simple to make it. It's a brilliant dungaree pattern. It doesn't require any poppers because I have an absolute nightmare with poppers. No matter what tools I buy to put them in, never seems to work. It's just lovely. It's really roomy at his hips, and he can move. He's still crawling, trying to walk, but that's that. So that's that. What am I going to make next week? Next week, I'm in the middle of making, again, basic. This view here, made this many times. I'm making it out of, I think it's a black linen jersey. It's just got a bit of linen in it. Now the story behind this is I went into one of my favourite shops that I used to buy clothes from, and I saw a plain black linen tee, more or less exactly the same as that. And I thought that's kind of what I need, because I do think wearing black is classy sometimes. So I looked at the price, and it's £42. And I thought, I am not paying £42 for a black t-shirt. So I got hold of some black linen jersey, and that's what I'm going to make, and it's certainly not going to cost anywhere near £42, seeing as I already have the pattern anyway. The other things I want to work on is, I wear a lot of t-shirts, and I need a bit more floaty summer tops, as it's actually getting nice here. So I have this beautiful chalet, probably rain viscose chalet. It's lovely, floaty, and I want to make something out of it. So I'm either going to make 8052 Simplicity, which I have made before, that version. So I might make that, or this one, which I absolutely love. I'll just show you the 9107. I've made the shorter top before. It's beautiful, but I was advised by someone to do a facing on the bottom because the shape's quite difficult to hem, and as it's such a floaty fabric, I don't want a heavy hem on the bottom of it. So I might try and do a facing on the bottom. I'm not really sure how to go about that, but that's my project for this week. I also ordered some linen, and I have a nightmare with linen ordering online. Either comes too stiff or it's too floppy and see-through. So this week was floppy and see-through. The week before was too heavy. But I ordered this lovely striped, I think it was the end of sale, so, and it's lovely, and I wanted to do something with the stripes of it, because there's a dress I've done with a bodice is one way with stripes, main bit, and then the hem is a different way. So I wanted to do that, but the only trouble is it is very light. It doesn't look light actually in this, but it is. I can see my hand through it. So I'm not sure, because that will involve wearing, yes, actually lining would probably be the answer to this, but I might just wear a slip under it. But I might try and do that this week, depending. So that's it. I just want to thank everyone for their encouragement for me to start doing a YouTube channel. I've never even talked on camera before, and I hate even photos being taken of me. I just want to thank some people that have just kept me going through COVID, watching them, mainly America, because in our family we're obsessed by America. Trish from Pinky's Farm, Jen from Today and Jen's Sewing Room, who, I don't know what the modern word for pen pal is, but I do regard her as my really best pen pal, click click keyboard pal. Michelle from MichelleSewsAgain, just love watching her. And I also love watching Stephanie Farrell Focus, who is just brilliant, and all of you are just so easy with a camera. I don't know how you do it, but I just want to thank all of you for encouragement. I'm not sure on YouTube etiquette, but I'm going to try and put links in below to all these channels. But thank you so much for doing everything you can to encourage me, and I've just loved watching you over the last few years. All I want from a YouTube channel is just to be able to talk to more people about sewing, stop boring my family, and just chat with people. So thank you for watching. Bye.